So it seems that Xiaomi has a gaming mouse, a light gaming mouse, and actually you shouldn't take this one lightly. Hello YouTube, Dion from YXSB01YM with the unboxing of the Xiaomi Gaming Mouse Lite, a definitely low-cost product that seems to pack a lot for its price in this package that will open right away once we unpack the obvious, this externally added manual, and check it closely. I expect that the included manual will be in Chinese, so I'm glad they added at least in this way the manual for more languages, and I guess there will be also in English here. Okay, well, I cannot make anything out of it. I can check everything here from the images. Okay, this seems a really good deal. It has a lot of buttons, and I think it's included some of the pads for gliding the mouse. That will be really interesting. We will just have to check this one. Okay, how to insert a USB cable, and that's all. We also have here the specification, but we'll check them later on. Okay, I cannot see anything else of importance here, but this is still useful if this is your mother language. So here we can see the specification again. It's more or less visible, but okay, we'll just have to open the box and check it closely. And it seems to be sealed here. I'll need a pair of scissors to cut this one off. Something like that should do it. Okay, and let's open it up and check the product itself now. Well, it seems that we have this gliding cardboard here. No, okay, you just have to glide the product itself. And okay, it seems that we have more manuals there. Let's check this one the right way this time, and it seems that we also have this bag here. These are some extra gliding feet, and only for this we should give kudos to Xiaomi. And to be honest, this is a really great addition for a gaming mouse at this price. And here we have the warranty notice in various languages, as you can see there. That was it. And we also have the original manual here. Okay, this one is in English. Can have again the really important things of connecting the USB and all the other stuff that we will check in a minute. Just take your time to read this one. And here we have the mouse itself with a very long cable that is braided. Now I really like this cable, but I should mention that there is something off with this cloth. It feels not really tightened, it feels loose on the internal cable. This still has the typical USB type A port connector, but the braided part floats over the cable as a wrap. I don't know, it might grow on me. This is a lengthy cable. At the end of the day, this still is a braided cable. The length is quite nice, but this braided cable certainly doesn't feel similar with other gaming mice. And now let's check the mouse itself. We must open this bag and remove this sticky thing here. Okay, this is stuck there. Not the greatest packaging there. Must remove this one, something like that. Okay, that was annoying. The mouse, it's quite a big one, and it's for a palm grip. As I can see, it has a grippy texture on it and on the buttons, really nice one. We also have forward and backwards button for navigating, really nice clicks, and the wheel is quite satisfying. On the back here we have the Xiaomi logo, and on the gliding surface we can see we have two switches, DPI and a function one. The gliding feet here feel really nice. We also have the extra parts here that can replace the pre-installed. You can see them here. A really nice touch again for gamers that will clear these sliders over time on the mouse while gaming. So Xiaomi has you covered with another pair of these, and the central around the sensor that is also a slider. I don't know if Xiaomi also sells extra mouse sliders, but these feel really like being of good quality, so they won't tear easily, at least not after long gaming sessions. And overall I feel this is a really nice product. You can palm grip it if you have small hands, but you can even claw grip it if you have bigger hands. This is not a small mouse, it's made for control, and this texture on it proves it. You can still sweat here, but you'll still have a grip on this rugged surface with this mouse, despite the others that have rubberized finish and they are more expensive. This one promises with this surface that will get the work done. I wish more mice had this surface. Now, I don't know what the longevity of this surface will be, but I can see some glossy plastic accents there. They are on both sides there. That is also on the other side and on some points on the buttons that I'm not a real fan of it. And I guess that might be a lighting. An RGB one on the rear side of the mouse at the end where your palm rests, and the mouse is really lightweight. It's sliding okay on this surface. I guess it will be better on a mousepad for better tracking and sliding, but other than that it feels really great once you grip it. And we should check the lighting end of it. I haven't seen it yet, so let's connect this one to see the lighting. It'll take a minute. This is plug and play, so no drivers needed. Now, one of the gripes I have is this switches here for the DPI, and the function key should be accessible on the top to change on the fly while gaming. Now, this mouse has a braided cable with high flexibility, 72 grams of weight, dust-proof switches with 80 million clicks, and the RGB flowing lighting effect that you can see here, glowing. This runs a rainbow mode right now with different colors, cycling in the RGB variant of this gunmetal grey body. I still don't like the glossy accents. The DPI switch illuminates for different modes, and we should check the RGB lighting, different modes, by pressing the function key and moving the scrolling wheel, but all that in a second. So you can see the logo is just engraved, and those glossy parts don't light up, as you can see, only this part here. And this might be a less flashy peripheral for your desk, so let's check it in the dark. So there it is, you can see this is the only glowing LED that is visible in the dark apart from the DPI switch at the bottom. We can change the DPI when you turn around the mouse, a feature that I'm not really pleased with. And this reminds me of some older era gaming mice, and that is not necessarily bad, but that's not my cup of tea. Now I have to press the function switch and scroll the mouse wheel for different lighting modes. And another thing that I just found out is that the DPI switch doesn't have any indication with the color corresponding to the back to indicate in which mode you are, so you just have to turn around the mouse at the bottom each time and check the color below for the DPI mode. Other than that, the function key and the scrolling wheel works fine, and you can see here I can change the color to the basic one from RGB or this lighting mode there. That is really nice. I really like this one. It's really well illuminated, and I think it will match really nice with an RGB keyboard. Now you can see how it looks like on a keyboard drawer. You see it's illuminating only the back side. Your palm is covering it up when you are using the mouse, and I can see some scenarios that this is really useful for typing or gaming in the dark. The DPI switch, even if it is a problem for me, it might won't be for most of you if you want to have it on the highest setting or lowering the DPI. And you might think that I'm glazing or anti-glazing this product, but overall I feel that I have to mention the pros and cons of it, and one should decide if it's worth it. Now just let me cycle again the color modes there. Now, despite the cons, I can see this one being my daily driver for casual gaming / working mouse. What I feel that this is lacking as another feature for a gaming mouse, I personally would like bigger side buttons. It has a generic shape, but you either like it or hate it, and the real question here is if you'll buy this one or if you'll spend more for something with more features, and which of these one you'll need. And there is not a perfect product, but the one it's suiting you, so I can give only thumbs up to Xiaomi for this product, and given its current price, this is a no-brainer. So this was the unboxing of the Xiaomi Gaming Mouse Lite, a features-packed product that I cannot recommend enough for its price. Now feel free to leave us a like, subscribe, and as always from ADEXTECH, thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Mic drop.